Check and see if the sounds play on our strangely.
I have to sit through a fucking 40-second ad, but. Willie's a pre-notification game.
Yeah, really curved up.
Fucking ad. Come on, we over in. Yes, we have sound. Oh. They can hear me. That's not.
They're counting on you. We've faced and overcome so much. Sometimes I wonder how we made it through. We both know that the old ways aren't going to work this time. This journey has changed us, changed you. But it's not over yet. You need the right tools for the job.
wood will last.
Trollord Games. Join the fray.
Do what?
No, keep going.
Oh, okay. The wood will last a long, long time because it basically becomes paint. You know, like a solidified
Yeah.
block of paint.
Hello, everybody. I'm Chuck Cumbo, Community Director for Trollord Games, and we're here to talk some shit with you today. See how your work week's been this week, and just talk about whatever. We do have a giveaway going on. If you're on one of the other platforms outside of Twitch and you want to get in on the giveaway action, unfortunately, you will have to come over here to twitch.tv/TrollordGames. I will post the link up in here for you guys to use if you want. Then you can go back and watch us on YouTube or whatever you want to do. But you'll have to, unfortunately, come over here to enter it. It'll be a follow and then exclamation point raffle. We're giving away some codes for some stuff on the store, and that's about it. We're here to chat and see what's on people's minds, like Dan Kingsley and Keith Jr. and Brooding Paladin and all these guys out here.
And Vic Danger 21, who just subscribed.
Yes, that's right. Thanks, Vic. We appreciate that.
And dwarves baking cookies. What was that?
Oh
I missed
my
that
God.
anyway.
What did I tell you?
You
What did I
really
tell
had to
you?
go there, didn't you? You just had to wait. Oh, no. Sarah, what are we talking about?
No, you know what I heard today, though? The B-52 still in action. They're going to give it 30 more years, and they've upgraded the B-52. It will now be capable of anti-aircraft. It'll be an anti-air weapon as well as anti-ground weapon.
We need to. What's that? What do we got?
It'll be 100 years in service is what they plan.
The C-130 with the 105 mounted in it. That thing is awesome. Awesome. Dwarves being baked as cookies. Go Giants. There you go.
Dude,
And
that's a great idea.
If anybody has any questions, just put question in caps in front of it and drop it in, and I'll grab it and put it in the queue. I've already got a couple already.
When I was a little kid,
Yeah,
I played this computer game called RuneScape, and that was my life for a long, long time. But in it there are gnomes, and they're little guys with green hats and white beards, like the stereotypical gnomes, and they baked cookies. That was like, because you could learn to make food in the game. That was one of the skills, and they could teach you gnome food. It was like they also had martinis, which was weird. So you could learn how to make a gnome martini, and it would heal you if you drank it, but it would also drain your intelligence. I don't remember.
Could we? So we could make a class of Keebler elves, basically.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
The
They're worth 6+1 experience.
Okay, so yeah, I'll put the B-52 in the arms and armor book. I'm going to have Peter draw a little B-52.
How are you still adding stuff to the arms and armor book?
I'm going to have Peter, because Peter's finishing out the cover, I'm going to have him put a little B-52 image on the sword. Like
Dave,
a little, what?
Dave, did you see that? Did you see that TikTok that I sent you?
The what?
The TikTok I sent you. So this guy made a piece. He took a piece of bamboo, okay, hollowed out, of course, and then he's got. So I remember, he's got.
He made a crossbow.
Sort of. He put there's another piece of bamboo that gets stuck in the back, and you fold that down and put it in this kind of open slot, and then you take another piece of smaller bamboo that's sharpened to a point, and you put it in the open slot. I can't remember how he pulled it, but it made the one.
Yes, I remember.
It flicked it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting really into like bushcraft videos. There was one where a guy made. It's called a rabbit stick. It's like a boomerang, but it just flies straight. It
So
just
it's
looks like a boomerang.
So it's a club.
No, it's got a big bend in it, and you throw it, and it spins like a frisbee, but it goes out straight. And guess natives would hunt rabbits with it for a long, long, long time.
That reminds me of the Mad Max scene where the kid throws the boomerang, and the one guy tries to catch it.
Oh, the feral kid, yeah. It cuts his fingers off. Yeah.
I always felt sorry for that guy.
That guy was in the. I think he was in the first one too, as like a different character.
Well, you
really?
know
Yeah.
that was before they had CGI, and he actually they paid him to lose his fingers in that.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I'm sure they did.
There's a shot in the movie The Thing where he's doing compressions on the guy, and his chest opens and he bites his arms off.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's one shot where he's got his arms up, and you see that they're missing, and they just had some guy that was missing both arms, and they put some like jam on the ends of his stumps.
Bring
and
in
put a
the
rubber
main
mask
guy.
on him, They put a rubber mask on him to look like the other guy, and it
Oh
seamless.
my
I don't know
god!
how they did it.
I mean, that's kind of
They-
clever. If you think about
Yeah.
it.
Okay, wait. So trolls in a B-52, that was mentioned earlier. Now, so interestingly enough, Wyatt, my son, did some research. Chuck, go to your Skype.
Oh god!
And he
Okay.
found a truck that he wants Kent to buy for Troller Games to buy.
That would be awesome.
The guy's in Oklahoma.
If we
Yeah,
get
we
if we get a
should buy this.
troller compound, we need to make that a stretch reward on the
Oh shit!
What does that benefit other than us?
nobody. It just it's just cool.
It's just
Let's
cool.
get
We
a juice
just
and a half.
which
It's
one
a
of your
juice and a
boys-
half.
Which one of your boys found this, Henry?
Wyatt.
Wyatt. Okay.
Wyatt, the one.
I
who
want to
was
give
playing
proper credit. So Bug found this. Everybody hear
Yes,
that?
Bug.
Bug found this. Okay.
Just post the picture. I want to see it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Jeez.
Yeah, well, it would benefit. No, because see, then I would use it. I don't know if it's like
That's the
road
wrong
legal
thing.
yet.
Hold on.
Just to do little troll cons, and we could like drive
Troll
up in this
cons.
big, huge.
That's
truck.
definitely not it.
Sparky, I'll give you a shout because we need one something fierce.
Okay.
We
Good
need
deal.
to-
What would we even do with it? We certainly
Go-
wouldn't work on it. You'd get sick of us all.
Dakota would take the troll lords to conventions in that.
Oh, and
Lords
I
meaning
thought you were talking
whoever
about
lives
compound.
near you.
Well, the compound is for the print shop. and
There you
all
go.
that crap.
Okay.
It's in all of its glory.
That thing's pretty cool.
Yeah, it
That
is.
would be
It is
awesome.
really cool.
Hey, Gwillem, how you doing? So that would be the
Oh, you know
convoy
what you-
of trolls.
Instead of the star, you have the Troller
Troll.
Games badge on the
Yeah.
hood.
That'd be very cool.
Oh, we could put the I'd be all for that. That'd
Yeah.
be some cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's all green and stuff like Kent likes and joints.
All
That's
right.
right.
It's that shade of green that you like.
I'll leave it up
Chuck,
there.
do we have any questions piling up?
Yes, sir. There, I'm gonna make it our stream mascot. It's gonna sit right there next to Davis on the shoulder. All right.
There you go.
All right. First question is from the Omega Gambit. What exactly is Rob Kuntz talking about when he says on X, "It's coming"? The full history of the Castles and Crusades Society, every nut and bolt.
So I haven't talked with Rob in about 6 months. I don't know what he's working on, but I assume that's a history of the Castles and Crusades Society that Gary Gygax founded back in the 60s. And Rob couldn't have been 10 or 12 years old or something. I don't know when they disbanded that society, if they ever
I don't know.
disbanded.
No,
They
it's
were
still
responsible
live
for
on Facebook.
Gen Con.
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Still live on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm.
Where
I'm in
was
there.
it in the 90s?
When was the last time they had a meeting?
Yeah.
I couldn't
I
answer that.
want to see the minutes.
I
I just belong to the
Ba-
community. I don't know.
basically he is referring to the Gamers Society centered around Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, as it existed at that time, for which Castles and Crusades, the game, is just a reference.
We're a homage
It
to
was-
that. Exactly.
It was an
right.
homage. The name of our game was an homage to
Homage to Gary's
original
gaming group. Right.
And the society was significantly active.
He's
in
writing
the
a book on the
60s.
Gamers Society. I think.
Yeah.
And it was
See you,
really
Dan.
active
Good luck.
in the 60s, 70s, but in the 80s it died off. And I don't know. I guess it's still around, I suppose.
Sort of like the
Yep.
Templars are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
that's-
I'm in their
that's-
Facebook group too. I think actually, if I'm thinking.
Hey,
They
I'm a
won't let me
member of the
join.
Templars.
Yeah,
Don't
Vic
God
says,
wills
"Can they
it!"
still gather a quorum?" Yeah, I don't think.
What is? I don't know what a quorum is.
Actually, that's what I was yelling in the chat the other day. Uncle R wills it. Anyway, all right. So, Brooding Paladin asks, "Is the B-52 in the Arms and Armor Guide now?"
It's going to be on one of the swords.
All right.
I'm going to have Peter sneak it in there somewhere.
Previously grunted says it feels like a CNC group would have a landing craft instead. River crossings are the most dangerous thing in the game.
Some sort of boat. Yeah. No shit. Let's see.
Oh, we get one of those amphibious vehicles.
That's right, the hovercraft thing. Is
Yeah. Drive it right in.
Oh, he'll try to slip it by. It's just according to when Steve has a look at it. If it's 2 a.m., it may make the cut. All right, so let's. NJ Cook says, "Will the C Series book from the Kickstarter be hardcover? It looked like it was a stretch goal, but now I don't see it."
So that was we were talking about what we were going to do on those stretch rewards, and that was initially the idea that we wanted to do. But then Davis pitched what I thought was a much better idea of having screens that come with these things, come with the adventures, and it's something he's wanted to do for a year. So now when you buy an adventure from TLG, it comes actually with a set of screens, especially made for those adventures, so that you can whatever's encounter tables, whatever you need to run the thing. So I had Chuck pull that off, and we're swapping it out for the screens, I think, because I love that idea.
Yeah, now see, so I want to sort of like my vision. I don't have a set of screens with me, but say you take any set of modules, let's just say S1 through S4, M1 through M4 would be a good example. Right. Okay, so they go together, and then and we have it as one book, right?
Yes.
Okay, at this point, so we'd have a set of screens for M1 through M4, and on the exterior would be the artwork from M1 and M4. And then on the interior would be like pertinent maps, encounter tables, some pertinent information or whatever used.
Anything
Stuff
that's high reference.
It's related.
Yes, yes.
High reference for that adventure or path or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I know people have asked me before about this. You'll notice that Steve and Davis will use the term screens as in plural, because years ago the screen was in two pieces. So I have to always correct people on that. It's just one screen now. But just so you guys know, it's going
to be a single 4-panel.
Here's a little piece of history. So
I would say,
Davis bought the first AD&D screens, and they weren't 2 pieces. It was a 4-panel piece.
It was a 4-panel. I still have them.
Yeah,
the AD&D one wasn't. It was 2 pieces.
Buddy, I hate to tell you, I got
it right here.
I got the AD&D 4-panel screens. I will dig it out for you. It is a 4-panel screen. Davis
you know
bought
what?
It back in
They had different
days before you were, even out of diapers.
Be
Davis
careful.
Yeah,
you just aged him really bad.
Before you were a sparkle in someone's eye. Kent and I were already 50 years old.
That's right. But anyway, so they were 4, and it's funny though, Chuck, that you have to explain that to people, because I have always called that one set of screens.
Have you really?
I've never referred to it as the screen. It's always been the screens. Always.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
So a single screen would be the one panel.
It's 4. It's 4, 8.5.
I'm just trying to break down the linguistics of this.
I figure where my damn screen
There were
is.
several words.
Yeah, there was a 2-piece and a single 4-panel version. Right. I have them both, but the 2-piece came first.
There are several words in the English language.
Steve's fighting me on it.
We got it. I got the 4-panel. There was a
There's
3
2
and a
of
2,
them.
or
There's
2
2 of
and
them.
2. There wasn't a 4 and a 2. It's just the 4.
No, a 4 and a 2 and 2. I have seen the 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. 2 and 2.
I have
We
both.
got the 2 and 2 too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the 4 is the original.
Yes.
Either way, they're too expensive for me to buy now.
Well, that's true.
It's like $300.
Yeah.
You're shitting me.
It's not that much, but it's a lot. It's way more than
It's
I'd be
according
willing
to how
to
the
spend on
auction goes.
cardboard.
I saw one auction
Yeah.
off the other night for $100, so it's not too bad. If you want a screen, I
for
collect screens.
4 sheets
so.
of cardboard. That's ridiculous.
No, you could get them
$100.
printed in China. I'm sure there's a lot of quick.
I could probably just reach out to Zebra Print and get them to print one.
Yeah.
Just send them the files.
All right, so back. Oh, I have a question for the Troll Lord about C0.
C0. What's C0?
Do you think?
I don't know.
Do you have, or will you have, maybe by tomorrow, if I beg you, a couple sentences of ad copy for it?
Yes.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Just people's
I've
been
got-
asking,
I've
what
got
is it? I'm like,
I'll do it. I'll get
plus
it.
I can also
It's
put that
a-
in on my games at Gamehole Con.
It's a one-room monster. Or
I'm
it's a
gonna run it
one-room
there.
dungeon that's above ground the entire time in an open
no
field.
walls.
There's no
That's
walls.
probably
It's called
they're
a
probably
dungeon.
spot on. It's one room you
and
go
it's
in.
got six goblins and an orc.
And it's on an island in the middle of a river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you've
that
got-
checks out.
It's in the what's that rainy forest we're always in?
The dark and cold.
It's in the Darkenfold.
Yes,
Dude,
they
I
were
shit
something.
you not. You should start the whole adventure off with, as you're standing before the river, the rain is plummeting down upon your head. You wonder,
Well, it
is
is.
it safe to
Paul
cross?
C0 Willow Creek. So it starts on a creek.
You're so
And there's several
predictable.
rivers in the C series. There's several actually. So.
Hey, Jeremy, I have broken completely from form because it's not called Green Creek or Green Willow Creek.
That, yeah. You could have called it yeah.
Hey, like most people when they design a world, they have like a landmass punctuated by lakes and crisscrossed by streams, creeks, and rivers.
Right.
Kent doesn't. He has a water mass of rivers punctuated by land.
And all the land is covered
Everyone
in.
to experience Waterworld by Kevin Costner.
And
Great movie.
all the land is forest. Every last bit of it's forest. So you've either got forest or rivers. Your choice.
That's right.
All right.
That's a very-
Next question from Chris, DM Chris 1972.
You're right, Sparky.
Where do I go on the website to find the PDFs that I have bought? I'm not sure why I can't find them. Thanks and wonderful day. Oh, Chris. So when you go to the website, just go to the very top under the store link, and it says My Account. If you go in there and look on the left, there's a list of things for you, like just your purchases and everything. There'll be one that says Downloads or My Downloads, and you click on that, and that'll bring up a whole list of stuff that you bought. That's exactly where it's at. It just says Downloads. If you have any issues with it, just send us an email over. You can email me if you want whatever, and we'll send you a screenshot to show you or guide you through it. But I get what you're asking. I think that'll solve your problem. Yeah. I had trouble the first time too for me, but it was right there. It was just kind of, I don't know. I wish the text was a little different now, but that's just the way it is. It's the way the plugin works. All right, so let's see. Sweeper AZ says, question: does the B-52 come with backup singers and directions? A little old place we can get together, like maybe a shack. Oh my god, terrible.
The B-52's in a love shack somewhere out.
Wait, didn't the B-52s do the Roach song? Was that?
They
did Rock Lobster.
Rock Lobster.
Yeah,
Wait,
which is one of my favorites.
is that the one where you lay on the ground?
Rock Lobster. All right. Let's see. Sparky68 says, I actually saw the oldest surviving B-52 last year in Tucson, Arizona, built in 1952. Served
Really?
with NASA as an X-plane mothership.
Wow.
There you go, Steve. There's
I don't know.
some connections there.
There's some alien trivia for you right there.
Alien. I
Because
wish I had.
space
I
doesn't
need to be able to do
alien.
that.
Yes.
That's what I need to do. I'm going to set us up some sound commands on here too. Like whenever we talk about that, they can do a sound command and we'll play the X-Files sound. Yeah, that would be cool. We'll do
Some
that.
theremin.
It'll be fun. Let's see. Next up, let's see. Trash Monkey says, so there could be an Undying War CK screen in the future.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely on.
Although
the
that one, since that covers 12 modules, that would be.
That one would be tough, but you could do. I don't know.
It's just a paper 40-sided sphere that you build around yourself.
Shit. Well, I mean, we could technically. I mean, I hate to say it, but we could do two and have screens for it. We could.
So one of the things I think would be kind of cool on the screens is you take like the major players, the NPCs that are in these adventures, and you put them on the screens. So it wouldn't just be like reference for maps or encounter charts or whatever, but it gives the CK. Oh, I remember this is
Wouldn't it be more valuable?
the Undying doing this or whatever.
Wouldn't it be more valuable to have those pictures facing the characters? So usually it looks like that.
The pictures would be cool, but I'm talking about the information, so the CK can look at it and go, "Oh, this is what this NPC's motivation is." Now I remember, that type of stuff. So you don't have to thumb through 200 pages of material.
Right. That's a fair point, and I'm sure there's ways to make it focused. We just have to figure it out.
I know that we had quite a company meeting not long ago about adding stuff to all of our adventures, wherein we added 5 to 10 pages in the front of each adventure, kind of explaining all the NPCs, explaining their motivations, explaining the adventure arc, where the CK is supposed to go. I think that some of the other publishers are doing things like that, which is an interesting idea, but I think it would actually be even better on the screens because then it's in front of you all the time. Doesn't eat up valuable page
What's
count.
that?
What I just said, the motivations of the characters, the NPCs, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that
The
gets
stuff
lost.
You guys pitched. I think it's Shadow Dark. I can't remember who.
Yeah, it was me who pitched it. Yeah, no, but removing that to the screens would probably be more
Stuff that
Yeah.
you're not going to readily find. You're going to find a chart, right? But like for example, when I'm been running the Ace series, I'm continually have to hunt and figure out. Oh yeah, what was the deal on the 4 parts of the fucking horn and all that shit? You know what I mean?
Right.
That little piece
Yeah.
could just be stuck in the right hand corner with showing where the
That's what-
location
yeah,
is
that's
for each part. That kind of stuff,
Yep.
Not encounter tables or 'Cause my God, you'd have to have a gigantic screen for like the A series for all
Well,
the.
for either one of those things, you would.
Well, yeah, for any
That
kind of.
said-
I think there
that said,
should be a
we need
little
to-
slit in every screen through which the CK can point his little bitty crossbow.
Oh
and
Lord.
shoot-
shoot somebody.
They're arrow slits.
yes, the arrow slit.
Dude, Davis, we can sell little trebuchets behind the screens that you can.
Oh
throw
yeah,
them.
dude. Okay, now you got me going. And we can get like better than that. We
You
build
having
little
fun?
What are we
towers.
doing here?
We're watching two brothers have fun at our expense.
Yeah.
We build these like little tower springs, with like towers, and you split the screen inside the towers, and you have like weapons on it, and you shoot at the players. Oh, you can even
This
shoot
just sounds like a board game. Make that a board game.
It sounds like a recipe for violence.
So-
It sounds like what we
Then
did
you're
as
stupid.
kids, pulling
Then
the
you're
rubber
stupid.
band, shooting each other with dice.
Then your stupid kid brother puts a marble in it and hits you in the eye.
So for everybody watching out here, all 137 people, this is what I have to put up on a daily basis. All right, and on top of that, I get
No,
messages.
there's more
like,
arguing.
I get messages like this right here. The Arizona data center is affected with some sort of degraded network right now, so they don't know when any of the websites will be back up. That's great. That's fantastic. But they have their network engineers hard at work investigating the problem.
Yes, they do.
We have top men working on it.
top men. All right, what else you got? Question one.
All right, anyway, back to the questions. Jody Omaha, what has it been like? Oh, this is a really good question definitely for two of you. Maybe Davis. I'm not sure how much he's done on it, but them two for sure. What's it been like to approach the Reforged project on how to surgically remove OGL aspects while keeping the other stuff in place?
I think my approach is very different from Steven's. I'd love to hear his.
Well, Jeremy pinpointed it. Jeremy got into the ninth printing and for the player's handbook, and he pinpointed it with some software program. I don't know what he's doing. And then he would highlight it, send it over to me, and then I would just rewrite it because we knew that all of the spells were taken from the SRD. I think 95% of those had to be rewritten. So those we didn't do that at all. I just
Rewrote them, yeah.
I just started rewriting them, in the new format.
Except for like the dragon spell, the dragon illusion spells and the ward spells,
There-
which
yeah,
are
there-
definitely
there-
ours.
There was a few that that Jim Ward had done, and Davis had
Yeah.
done a couple that slipped in there and whatnot. But all the spells needed to be done. I didn't find it that onerous. I actually, because I approach game design a little bit differently, and I like it from kind of a literary perspective. Writing the spells was actually kind of fun for me. Rewriting the content that's like describing how to do stuff was a little bit, bothersome because it's the casting time is this. Now I got to say this is the casting time or whatever. So it wasn't fun, but wasn't too hard.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
The trick was I would read through it and I'd be like, this sounds too precise. And a little alarm bell would go off in my head. I'm like, nobody here wrote that. That's too exacting.
Yeah.
And then I'd go and check and I'd be like, yeah, sure enough, we did not write that. And then I'd mark it all.
Yeah, I don't really like that exact too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's hard to work with.
But
The,
that,
and I didn't
that's-
do any of it. I literally did none of it. And Kenneth chunked
Well,
me
now-
a portion of it, and I was rewriting the whole book.
Yeah, I'll say Davis is he's forgotten. He actually redid. He jumped on this immediately when that OGL shit broke. He jumped on it within like 2 days, and he
you did
started.
the first pass on spell names.
Yeah, he did the first, and I've got him somewhere because I don't know if you remember, Davis. You were taking this as a chance to fix everything you didn't like about it, and you renamed all the spells,
Yeah.
giving them kind of a literary feel to them. They were pretty cool, but we backed off on that because of
Yeah.
the community and blah 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 blah. No change, I should say.
Yeah.
But Davis was headed full in to redo all of it.
Oh, it'd have been glorious. It'd have been amazing. We'd have had a 20-page player's handbook. All right. Let's see. Next question from MJ Cook.
Now, sadly, you probably would have ended up with a 10,000-page book. I literally have no idea.
I
how
mean,
to
if you're
set
going to
up.
actually
You
rewrite
stripped out
it,
all the rule. You stripped out all the rules, but it's somehow quintuple the length. What happened?
And then, because because I started the monsters too, right? I was doing the rewrites of all the monsters.
Yes.
Yes, I got an Excel spreadsheet that said orcs equal evil unicorns equal good. That was the only thing on it.
Oh,
Who
no, I
made
didn't
that, but I
send
can
it
send
to
it to
you.
me.
He rewrote the kobold, the orc, the goblin, and he took them from like 300-word entries, and I think each one was about 1,000-word entry. When he
Oh, I'm
did.
sure.
I even did a 1,000-word injury on the what's the bird that pecks and drinks blood?
That's, I
Sturge.
don't know.
Sturge.
First, yeah.
We don't call it a sturge.
No, we've got
We
some
It's
of
not
the
a
name for
bird.
Well, that's actually
We call
not
it a
He's
bird.
right. So,
All right, here's
It's a strix.
all right. So, MJ Cook 78 asks, will the physical booklets and PDFs for the character sheets and cheat sheets be available at the Kickstarter for purchase?
Yes. Yes.
All right then.
Oh, one of the character sheets on the Kickstarter page has alignment on it. We
Yeah,
gotta fix that.
it is known.
Okay.
Let's see. Kenny Yeager asks, it seems that there's a bit of content overlap between Adventurer's Backpack and the spell book, the spell book and the Player's Archive, all three of those books. I'm starting from just having the 3 core books. Which do you recommend I need to prioritize buying?
I would get, well,
AVP.
yeah, probably Adventurer's Backpack. The overlap you're seeing is in the runes, but the only place you can get all of the rune spells is the Adventurer's Backpack. The Adventurer's Spell Book. There's 210 runes in that, but in the backpack, there's only like 40 runes in the backpack. So it's kind of depending on what you're wanting to do.
Yeah,
And there's a lot more.
There's a lot
other
more
stuff.
equipment stuff in ABP. The Player's Archive literally is just some classes pulled out of different books.
It's all the classes we've done.
Yeah, I would go with AVP over the Player's Archive.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Player's Archive is okay. It's just some characters.
Now that said, the Player's Archive is extremely convenient at the table.
Yes, it is.
That is much more convenient at the table because it's
just
everything's
classes.
here.
It's just classes.
Everything. It's all the classes right there, and anyone.
More character creation. It's much more convenient.
So I would say to answer that, if you're playing the Rune Mark, get the Adventurer's Backpack or Adventure Spellbook. If you're just wanting more classes, and more equipment and just alternate rules, get the backpack. And if you're wanting quick reference, get the archive.
That's right.
And then if you want just lots of all kinds of spells, I think that's every spell we've ever done is in the spell book, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with amazing. Yeah, it's a ton of stuff.
Now, real quick, I just want to take a break and tell everybody thank you for coming out and watching us. And we got lots more questions to answer. If you are listening from another platform or watching from another platform other than Twitch, and you want to get in on the giveaway, unfortunately, you'll have to come over here and give us a follow. And then once you give us a follow, you can exclamation point raffle, and that'll get you in on the giveaway. And you can go back to watching it wherever you're watching it from. We give away the codes in Discord, so it's not like you have to be on Twitch the whole time or whatnot. Anyway, there's a link in there if you guys want to follow it. And we're giving away some codes for the store, and just want to thank everybody for coming out. Now we'll get back to the questions. Let's see.
Did you know that Dr. Pepper is the most popular soda in Arkansas?
That doesn't surprise me. I'm going to have one just because you said that. Actually, so bought me a drink.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You're gonna get people angry here in a minute.
Sure we did.
They take that shit serious around here. A bunch of people's bought you.
I was looking at that shirt hanging in the background, and I was thinking you should frame that like a sports jersey.
Yeah, right.
So that shirt is not the original one, but Davis bought me that. That shirt looks just like the shirt. The logo may have been different those days. When I paid, 15 cents or whatever to get a can of Dr. Pepper, it was my last. I got the money literally out from underneath the carpet or in the carpet of my stupid Chevette. And then that T-shirt came out. I was so very, very angry. Did not want a Dr. Pepper T-shirt.
And also, what was his name? Kenny. Yeah, I saw your comment. Yeah, that's definitely the one to go with. That's what we're here for, is to answer questions. We're glad to answer your questions, help you guys out however we can.
And
next
answers.
Up, let's see. Graphite Prime.
I hear you, Death Angel.
I like the layout improvements in the latest update, but you removed Bradley's iconic CNC cleric. This is one of the original and best CNC pieces of all time. Would hate to see it removed altogether.
You're 100% right, and I moved it to make room for something else, but it's sitting. So when you look at InDesign, there's the file. And
it's off the edge.
Yeah, it's off the edge. So I won't. It's somehow going to go back into that book.
Yeah,
because I love that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. That's one of my favorite.
I love the fact that he caught that. I think that's awesome. See,
that is very cool.
Pay attention to our layout. That's good. All right, Keith Hersey Jr. What's the status? Keith, I don't know if I can answer this question. What's the status of the Gary Con Tower of Gygax tournament prizes? I do not know. That would be a Gary Con thing, buddy. I don't I don't have a clue.
Or is he asking about the trophies? The trophies are sitting in there.
No, this is for a Tower of Gygax that was done
Okay.
during Phantom and Legends, actually. If that's what he's asking about, if he's got it mixed up with our earlier tournament, then the other tournament stuff's going to be settled hopefully next week. I'm waiting on just a couple more items to come through on my email, and we'll be able to ship those out. But if not,
Yes,
you would
Ray
have to-
Tales. It was a great day.
What? Okay. Anyway.
That's
All right.
responding to Ray.
Okay. Next up is Manfred von Vreck, who says, "Can you run down the status of all the Kickstarters, please?"
Yes,
the list.
absolutely. I'll do that very, very fast so it doesn't take up. So Arms and Armor is the oldest one sitting out there. Finn is doing a final pass on editing. He should be done with that tomorrow. It'll go to Peter Bradley. Peter's got all the art, and he'll begin layout immediately. We should have a laid out copy next week. In the meantime, Peter is finalizing the cover. Davis and I decided that the cover we had already purchased for it didn't quite fit. It fit Alf's track better, so we switched covers on it. Peter's about done with that cover, so I'm hoping that by next Friday we've got a book that's like 90% ready to go to print. On Infernum, and as soon as Finn is done editing Arms and Armor, he starts on the demons. All the demon art is done. All the text, everything's been written for the Infernum book. And Zoe is, I think she just finished Belial, however you say his name.
Belial.
So she's do that. And then Jason is about halfway, I think, done writing Exaltum. So that one's barreling along as well. The Hermit Lax, he's doing 4 pieces of art all simultaneously. So he's supposed to have them all to me by the 16th, I think, or 17th of July. As soon as those land, and they go to Bill Edmond, and Bill Edmond's already laying the book out. So I'm hoping the Hermit is ready to go to the printers in the next couple of weeks. The World Builders Archive, Dan has finished organizing. I haven't read his latest update, but the Candy Crew, the World Builder, I think he's on the Living Fantasy, and he's trying to get them all kind of organized and in some kind of status so that by fall they can all go to editing kind of simultaneously, so Finn can catch any kind of cross references that Gary was doing between those books, and that catches up with those. The Indiegogo campaign. I am very deep into the Amazing Adventures Player's Handbook right now. I should have it done by in the morning. At that point, it'll just need some tightening up, and either Jeremy or Jason are going to have to go in and make sure that stuff that I put in today is accurate. Because it was a lot of typing today. So
man,
yeah,
okay.
And it just needs some cross referencing. And then that book's ready to go. And I know that the CKG for the Amazing Adventures is laid out. It just needs the art put in it. I got a pile of art here I need to get in, and then that brings us up to Reforged, and did we break 15,000 on the status on that? 15, so no, we did not. The short order on that is we should have 3 of these Kickstarters closed up in the next 4 weeks.
I wasn't
at the printers in the next.
I was reading chats. I couldn't hear anything. Did you mention Exaltum and Infernum?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. Someone else asked me about that too earlier.
I'm looking at the update for the GFW, and he has World Builder, Book of Facts and Things, which is the same thing. Pantheons.
That's right. He was working on.
Oh, no, sorry. Those are what he's working on. He's in the final pass on Kent and Crew, Essential Things and Facts, Living Fantasy, and Guide to Writing Adventure.
Perfect. Yeah. So they're all barreling along.
Okay.
Which is good. So we're going to be wrapping up. Those will all be at the printer in the next 4 weeks? You said
4 to 5 weeks.
Now, not all of those.
It's going to piss me off.
Not the GFW.
We're going to be ending up sending 4 or 5 books simultaneously. It's just going to infuriate.
It seems to happen a lot.
I know. I don't understand it.
It's weird. They all it all starts at different times, but it always coalesces with 2 or 3 together. It's like,
I don't understand.
Well, if we just did one project at a time, that wouldn't happen, but stuff would take forever to come out.
Exactly. We would not be in business. So.
No. So I'm going to be down in Little Rock tomorrow. Kent and I are going to have a meeting. And in reference, apropos tonight, the presidential debates. I just had an idea.
Well, let's talk about that, shall we?
No. We should have a debate.
Me and you?
Yeah.
About what?
Whatever. This is to disagree on something and debate it.
Oh, that wouldn't be hard to do.
More socially relevant, Burger King or McDonald's.
So what you're saying is we just do a regular stream. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But they're behind podiums.
Back to the question.
Yeah, behind the podium and we're all dressed up.
Oh
we
my
do a
God.
debate.
You mess, man. I tell you what. That's funny.
No. But I have a proposal for Kent tomorrow that I will propose to him. I'm not going to ask him to marry me.
Oh, now Crane's done creeped in.
I hope not.
All right. So Sweep Ray Z says, "Oh, this is about me."
It is savage. Go ahead, Chuck.
With Chuck's materials book eventually coming out, eventually is a good word too to use. I like that. This could inspire some players to have a downtime business between adventures. What suggestions can you think of to make that possible without bogging down gameplay?
What was it?
Well, I mean, it's according to what kind of gameplay you want. Because if, say, in the materials book I'm working on, if there's all kinds of ways you could use that for plot hooks. You could do fetch quests. They got to have something to make this or whatnot. Or you want to get a brand new, maybe they want to go in business. They want to be merchants, but they want to make all their stuff and sell it. So they go out and they do an adventure troop to hunt down dragons to get dragon hide or whatnot. I mean, I guess that's what you're asking, is that kind of thing. I mean, I don't think that would bog down the gameplay, because that would be the gameplay. Now, as far as like using the rules and such in there, that's what I've been talking about on Wednesday mornings, is finding ways to cut back some of the things. But it's honestly, the more I look at it, the lighter it is. So I think it's going to be.
What is the question?
Oh, about using my materials book to.
That was not the question.
Yeah.
The question was about downtime.
Yeah, Chuck's materials book is eventually coming out. This could
okay.
inspire some players to have a downtime business between adventures. I mean,
Okay.
what I've done a lot of times with that is that I'll give them a business, and technically, unless they just want to like sit on the table and play these dudes who own a business and like make business decisions and shit, which I don't advise they do, you usually hire someone to run your business while you go out adventuring. You get all the resources.
Give them a failing business.
Well, or
Give them one that has like tons of debt and is like basically insolvent, and then they have to fix it.
by
to, like-
adventuring,
Yeah.
highway robbers.
maybe when they go out and get that dragon egg and bring it back, Mama comes looking for them, and burns the place to the ground. They got to pay, they got insurance, but they got to.
It's like Ghostbusters. The premise of Ghostbusters is we have this business that's just like a millstone around our neck,
Yeah, I know.
and building it up.
No,
All right.
there's actually the downtime business is actually not a bad idea. I think as a device to use in the game. I mean, your players have to be into it, and you have to be willing to mess around with it.
Yes.
But just say you run whatever, you could pick any kind of crazy business.
Yeah,
to start with.
absolutely. You just do whatever. I mean, just come up. I don't think it would bog it down. I know what you're saying. He's wanting to do something out of the game, so that it wouldn't bog down
Thank you so
gameplay.
much.
I think anything you do that doesn't require them to do any kind of like accounting will be the first good step.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. The
anything-
problem,
You know what I mean?
problem with that is going into actually becoming a merchant,
Yeah.
and playing a game.
Yes. You don't want to make
You
it
bet, Cookie.
accounting. So. What's
What's
that?
the next
Baked
question?
cookies.
What's that? Steve?
Stop it. Stop.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
Don't,
Hey,
don't
listen.
engage.
Snow Quilter.
Don't engage. Don't
Sorry, I
think
got
money.
engaged.
Don't think
Confused.
money.
Hey.
That's a hornet's nest.
I thought we were talking about a game of heroic
Oh,
fantasy.
no,
Okay.
no, we're not.
No,
No.
no, no.
Talking about real
We're
life.
not.
So
We're
Snow
talking about-
Quilter Jen says, "Happy birthday, Kent."
Hey,
All
Thank
right.
you.
From Trash Monkey. Question. Just want to confirm, before the Kickstarter is fulfilled, will I be able to include the core books from Amazing Adventures as an add-on?
Which Kickstarter?
This one. The current one. The one that I'm posting a link to in the chat right now.
presumably the
Maybe.
Reforged.
We have to make sure that they're out. I don't want to promise that they're not out, and we don't want to delay your. They should be out. I mean, they're horribly late. So
Right. Yeah. At this bet, if I was you, I would just wait. Because I don't know if we'll put them on there or not. I'm not sure how many more add-ons we will add on. There's a few things I want to put on there, but not much. Because again, that
add-ons
adds
add
up,
a whole-
adds on problems to fulfillment and everything too. Like
it does. Yeah, it makes.
Okay. Eater of World 78 is coming on the Sandbox Games in downtime. I think that downtime, what happens in downtime, is important,
That's an interesting one. I'm gonna like that.
or can be very important, and can really
Well,
propel play forward. Okay.
The silver bullet for that to like make it like really work, because a lot of things that you like I'm gonna make chainmail.
That's right.
It's gonna
Jim.
take what 48 weeks.
Yeah.
The wait, not that long, but it's gonna take a long time. And most of the time when you're playing a game, it's okay, this hour, then this hour, then this hour, and you don't have room for that kind of scale.
Right.
And the way to get around that is anytime at the table, away from the table, time in game is still progressing. So
Yes,
if you meet
yes.
once a week has transpired between when last you played and now.
Okay.
so
Right.
that-
So,
So the time away from the table can be spent making things or working toward non-fatal goals. You know.
Right.
Right. You don't want anything like I know in some of the older like what are they called books back in the 70s and 80s, they had downtime charts, and you could get killed in your downtime charts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you should never.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
You're like a 14th level ranger.
Yeah.
And you're like,
you died of a snake bite. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you died between sessions. I don't know
I don't know how to fix that.
Next
But I don't
question.
think you should ever kill.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, passage of time. And that's an important thing. I think it's brought up in the CKG, is that the passage of time is actually very important and helpful for a CK to, move plots along so other people are acting in the world rather than like when you sit down to play the game, you're usually, as Jeremy said, doing hour by hour by hour. Whereas your downtime, say you play once a week and the week passes, like in game, you could say 6 months pass.
Yeah, you guys haven't gamed with Todd Gray at all. He won't.
I know. Yeah, no.
Right.
You used to do that to me too. I'm not going to wait a day. I'm not going to. What do? I get up in the morning. I go and do
I
something.
got healed by magic. I feel great. Why the hell am I laying around?
All right.
So I can never move a plot forward. It's always like
Chuck's trying to ask us a question.
Yeah, we're building up questions here. We're going to run out of time, so I'm going to get them all. Johnny Omaha asks, this is for me, more or less. What's the latest on Endless Worlds organized play? Well, Johnny,
Yes,
not much. You can go to this link right here and join up if you'd like. We are still getting the program off the ground, but it's moving along all right. You can sign up. You can register games on the calendar and start earning credit that I'm going to start giving out to folks for running games for us. That's the short, quick answer, is to go there and just follow the process and get in on that. And then that way we can get you wrapped into running games for us at cons and shops and everywhere else, which is what I'm all about. The Omega Gamma asks, have you listened to or had any involvement with the When We Were Wizards podcast on Spotify?
No.
I've heard of
I mean,
it.
if they want to do something, they can reach out.
Yeah, we'd love to. But we have not.
Because I used to be a wizard. All right. There was like way back in the day,
God,
in the 12th century, I was a wizard.
I thought you made chicken back in the day with your Colonel vest or whatever.
He's had many careers.
That was in the 60s.
Listen.
This was
All
before
right.
that.
He has transcended over the years from chicken through cabbage and all kinds of nonsense. So,
Cabbage. All right, what's the next
Somebody
question?
wanted
All
Colonel
right.
Sanders boiled cabbage.
James Scoville from YouTube asks, are the spell names placeholders in the book, or will these be the new names of the spells?
Those are the new
Depending on what version you're looking at,
Yeah.
those are final.
The one that's marked 626, those are the final.
That's right. And the file name will have that on the end of it, no matter what the rest of it says on Drive.
Barring the planet imploding and something.
All
Or
right,
me
so-
going in and just removing it just to mess with it.
Yeah, I've got a comment. I've got a comment here from Kenny Yeager. I want to share it. It says, speaking of awesome art, I used my PDF coupon that I won the other day on Harvesters. Oh boy. The first art when I opened the book of a traditional party of animals is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
I tell people I'm going to run this for my kids, but that's a lie. I'm going to run it for me. They just got the benefit from it. I love it. That's awesome. Thank
They're
you
just
very
kind
much.
of collateral.
Yeah, I'm glad it's up on the store now. Real thrilled. I'm looking forward to when it gets updated. I'm very excited.
I've never looked at Harvesters. I
It's
should
fun.
do that.
Jim
I'm gonna be
Hall
running.
did that.
You'll get to play in a game at Game Hole. All right.
Yeah.
So, Johnny Omaha asks, how do you track progress across all the different project streams? Just an Excel file, or do you use Trello or some sort of ticketing system? Oh, interesting.
If only we were so advanced as to use Trello.
I used to have an absolutely ginormous board that hung on the wall where this map is that had everything listed when it was. So first off, none of these three guys track the projects. I do all of that.
No, we don't. No.
But I actually have a pretty good file system that's set up for Castle Sage Amazing Adventures and Chenault and Gray Publishing and the, other games that we do. And they're set up like I'd have to read it. It's active. It's active, published, and concept. And concepts are pitched. It goes into concept. Published goes into published. And the active is where everything is actually doing. And I keep it by which ones are most important and which ones are oldest in the ranking of stuff, so I can track where we're supposed to be doing and what we're supposed to be doing.
Speaking of
The
Sean
big
Gray,
giant whiteboard I actually abandoned because we were getting so many projects updated.
I remember that thing.
it was becoming a huge ordeal. I've still got it in the print shop.
Let's
So
see.
I try that way.
All right, next question up. Let's see. This is from MJ Cook 78. When do you expect the Crusader Journal number 28 to be available in print?
Autumn.
Really?
That's I haven't written anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Editor in Chief's like, oh really?
I've got
Oh,
two
yeah.
articles already ready for it. I'm so excited about the Crusaders.
Jason's finished his article. Yeah, I mean, no, it'll be on. And
Nobody sent me anything.
And the well, that's
Probably
because I
gonna go
asked no one to bother you while you were working on the spell.
That is the fact.
Okay.
That is the fact.
I thought I was done, but now apparently I have some AA
I'm
stuff.
probably
to
gonna
do.
give that to Jason. I think that's more of a Jason thing than you.
I don't know this AA super well, so
Yeah. He'd be able to pick it up pretty quick. I think.
All right, so
He wrote it 20 years ago, probably not. So go ahead.
yeah, we should probably set up a Crusader combo in Scott. To be honest with you.
I'm going to do 3 articles, maybe 4 for it.
No.
well, you're getting
What?
one an issue.
I'm gonna do the whole issue, Steve. That's it.
Well, most of it's done because the adventure's already finished.
Yeah.
What adventure are we doing?
Whatever one's queued up, I can't remember. I think it's either yours or Davis's.
If it's mine, I looked at it again and I forgot how fun it was. So
It's whichever one's queued up. I can't remember.
That's his attempt to make sure that you get it in first. Is what he's trying to say. All right.
no, it doesn't
moving
have to be
along.
first.
No,
It
no, it's
doesn't need to be
fine. It's
first.
fine.
I just
No problem.
No, it's fine. I think it's been in queue longer. Jeremy's has been in queue for about
I
7
submitted it before I worked for the company.
All right.
He submitted it before he was a sparkle in his
I've
mom's
got
eye.
4 more questions, and we've got to do giveaways.
Wait,
and
in my
I've gotta
mom's
go
eye. What?
Eat dinner with my wife.
I
So
get them all messed up.
we got to get out of here.
All right, Chuck. What's the next question?
All right. Omega Gamut asks, since you can't use the OGL Platinum Dragon, how about a white gold dragon, the greatest of both chromatic and metallic? That's interesting. A white
You know,
gold.
No, we're going to have an aluminium dragon.
Yeah, there you go.
With the British pronunciation and
You gotta
everything.
pronounce
Yes,
it
with
like
the
a-
So I don't think we've ever had a platinum dragon.
No,
the
we
platinum
haven't.
dragon is Bahamut in Dungeons and Dragons, in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which is where we kind of culled a lot of our dragons from.
And Tiamat was converted into Huadin in
yeah.
air, and it's an infinitely more powerful creature in air, so it's more of a god than Tiamat ever was. So I absolutely would. It's a great idea, actually. It's a comment because I would love to have something equivalent to that platinum dragon.
Because you
That's
could just
always cool in AD&D.
platinum dragon is not protected.
Wolf
Right.
alone has it.
Bahamut is.
Yeah, Wolf alone has it. The prince of all dragons is the purple dragon, purple rain dragon.
All right.
And he drives a red Corvette.
You really had to say that. Oh my god. Okay. Psycor81 asks, will the new PHP and M&T have glossy or matte pages? A lot of people have been asking about that. If
I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be 70-pound gloss text on the interior, and it'll be 110-point board, maybe 98-point board, and it'll be gloss.
In English, Einstein.
Yeah, gloss.
it still has the green background, correct?
Bahamut cannot be pronounced.
Green background.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
yes.
watermark
The
thing. you
green
got.
tinge to the marbling.
Let's see. Gaming
I don't
Megalon
know
asks,
DMPs are. I'll have to ask Jeremy. Can check that out for us.
What? What do I gotta do?
Bahamut is it protected? He says it might be the Sumerian Babylonian,
Well, Bahamut is a Sumerian
Yeah.
god.
but it's spelled different, isn't it?
No, it's spelled the same.
Okay.
But calling a platinum dragon Bahamut is very specific. So
Getting close.
let's
Right.
get that's you're playing with fire there.
all right. Megalon71 asks, will the new Kickstarter books have bookmarks? Will they have some sort of mark saying Reforged on them? I think he's talking about.
Yes, they will. I haven't decided what it is. We've gone over a couple of ideas, but they will definitely have something on the cover that shows that this is.
Oh no, wait. Okay, here's an idea. Like the Palladium dragon. Okay, so that would be funny. So what we could do is a set of dragons. You know, Palladium games. We could do a set of dragons named after game companies like the
That'd be awesome. The mongoose dragon.
the mongoose dragon.
Are they even around anymore?
Oh yeah.
They do mostly PDF, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
The patina dragon.
The Goodman Dragon.
There you
That
go.
would be interesting.
But the Troll Lord Games dragon doesn't quite.
The troll.
The Troll Dragon. What more do you
Troll
want?
Dragon, yeah.
All right.
All
Last
right,
question.
Trevor,
fire.
okay. I
Last
We
forgot
gotta
about
start
that.
wrapping it up.
I'm trying really hard. I promise. Sweeper AZ asks, has the Harvester's book been OGL5? So, Sweeper, it has not. and that's
No.
part of why that's part of the reason why it's being updated. No, not because it's also been out of print, but that's just another reason to go in and update that whole game and fix all that stuff, right? So, but it is not at this time. What's on the store is what we used to sell over on Equid last year. So, all right, let me move over to giving away the giveaways. Doc Shoulder asked, how deep does the Gygax library go? Is there a massive number of items still to be revealed? Thousands, Doc. I don't know.
And there's a lot. There's a lot that was never published. I don't know if it'll ever be published. We will. The future will.
Yeah.
Will not.
The future's already written.
That's a very fatalistic.
You forge your own path.
No, we just don't know it, dude. Hey, didn't you guys watch Interstellar?
I did.
Oh yeah,
No,
I've
it's like a
watched it a
3-hour
billion
movie.
times.
No.
I just watched it again the other day. I've watched it probably 10 times. Love that movie. Great. All right. I'm gonna close the entry outs now that GF Powers showed up and got in. I was waiting on him, so we'll close the entries out here. All right, and we're going to pick our first of 3 winners. Tonight we're giving away two $15, and we're giving away a 25. The first winner is going to be
Drink and hydrate. Yes.
too late, Jeremy. All
I
right,
know. That's my idea.
Boiler Ride. All right, congrats, Boiler Ride. If you'll just follow that link they'll take you to our Discord,
Congratulations.
and you can just ask Obsidian Risk or ask around there. They'll get you to him, and you can send him a private message if you want, and he'll get you a code. It's Obsidian Risk.
Why don't we have little sounds? We should have sounds.
Anyway, all right, moving forward. Pick the winner. We're gonna pick another winner. It's gonna be Story Crafter. Oh, look, Mark's won. He's in here lurking with Jen. Here you go, Mark.
Don't do that.
Oh, my God.
Please do not do that.
Yes. Davis has brought the sounds.
Both of those are for $15 off on the store, and then this next one's worth $25. And I'm going to pick the winner right now. Let's see who that is. That is Dat Sadness. All right, congrats, Dat Sadness. Fan. Oh my God, I can't see the actual screen right now. I'm behind the back end, but I can only imagine. What is Davis doing? That's what I want to know.
He's holding it like a trumpet.
Oh my God.
You need to get the cavalry horn, Davis.
Oh yeah, I need to get the cavalry one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, congratulations, everybody.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get us set up for a raid here real quick. Any final comments, you guys? Please throw them out there. I'll.
Thank you all for showing up. That's all I got.
I don't know about
Really,
you
that's
guys,
like
but
pretty. Come on,
I
come on.
I don't know about you guys, but I've had a great week.
I've had a very productive week. I would say that. It's been very productive.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's good. That makes me very happy.
We're gonna close out both of these players' handbooks this week. You know, minor stuff needs to be fixed, but this is good.
It's
Grubby.
it is taking form.
Yes.
It's like carving from marble. We're chipping away.
That's what it feels like.
We're chipping away the little imperfections, and soon the idea within will be revealed.
That's right.
And but we still haven't got the shape yet. All right.
No, we've got the shape. What are you talking about? It's been a whole week shaping marble. Don't be saying that.
Take it easy, everybody. Y'all have a great rest of your week and a good weekend.
Yeah. Let me get this. I'm trying to get this raid set up, and my God, being able to concentrate around those two.
That was a nice
is
message.
fucking
Thank you, MJ.
amazing. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna set. Oh, there's Obsidian Risk, Scott. Obsidian Risk in Discord. Hit him up. That's the guy right there. It's got your codes. Don't let him escape. He's
You
the
gotta
one.
hit up at Troll Lord Chuck.
Right.
Bug him.
What?
Hey, did you hear Google's supercomputer solved a 47-year problem in like a megasecond or something like that today or something?
Yeah, but you could just pretend it doesn't exist, and then
Yeah.
you know. How does that benefit me in any way?
All right, so we're going to raid over to Phantom NJ. He usually hangs out. Here's one of our moderators. He is an avid fan of CNC and other TTRPGs. And I think he's talking about running a West Marches style campaign.
Megasecond.
Please go over and give him a follow and support Rob. He's a great guy. And give him a little bit of hell, too. He deserves that as well. Anyway, thank you, everybody, for coming out and seeing us. We'll be back at some point on the streaming either. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. We got a lot going on. So at the very least, I'll be back Saturday morning with my game. And then Jingo will be running his game on Sunday on Twitch here. So come by and see us. Should be a lot of fun. And go check out the Kickstarter if you have it. Y'all have a nice. Go ahead. Jeremy.
115.
Almost
We're almost
115.
at 115,000.
All right.
Shows off.
All right. You guys stay classy. See you later.